There are so many choices and paths to take after high school. Career and college planning can seem overwhelming. You want to find a career that's interesting, satisfying, and fun, but also a career that will financially support the lifestyle you envision for yourself. State agencies have teamed up to create High School to Career to help you answer some difficult questions you might have about your future career. Whether you want to continue your education or dive right into the job market after high school graduation, this tool contains valuable information previously unavailable to the public. You'll be able to look at various careers, compare earnings in each based on the level of education or years of experience. In the following tutorial, I will show you where to click on when you click for information on vocations that do not require post-secondary education, including potential earnings 3, 6, and 9 years later. If you want to further your education after high school, I'll show you how to compare professional certificates, associate degrees, and bachelor degrees by looking at earnings and job stability in each. If you already know what you want to study, we can help you explore colleges that offer your program using College to Career, which displays earnings for graduates from each Illinois institution. You can use this website by yourself, with your parents, or with your counselor to make more informed decisions about your career choices in Illinois. The earnings you will see on the website are real earnings of students that graduated Illinois high schools and are working in our state. Their experiences will hopefully offer practical advice that will lead you to a successful career. Today, I would like to explore a few areas that may be interesting for your future career. We'll take a look at health science in combination with technology and information technology. Later, we'll take a look at manufacturing and engineering. We'll also look at finance and business services, and also agriculture, food, and natural resources. And at the end, we'll take a look at arts and communications and education as a part of human and public services. Right now, we're on a homepage which includes a graphic of a student thinking about different careers, a big orange button that says Start Now, and details about this tool along with data sources. In order to show you the relevant data, the site will ask some questions before you begin to see the results. The first question is, do you want to continue your education after high school? We'll answer those questions based on the answers we need for our different segments of careers that I previously detailed. First, let's start with health science, technology, and information technology, and answer those questions. Do you want to continue your education after high school? First, let's say no, or not sure. Do you have idea what you want to do for work? Actually, yes. I want to take a look at healthcare and IT and telecommunications. And let's see next. This is the results page that shows healthcare career and IT and telecommunications career. You'll see earnings in Illinois, which is annual median earnings for graduates employed in stable jobs in Illinois. We have job stability. So this is for graduates who work with the same Illinois employer for 3 consecutive quarters during the year, and earnings growth in Illinois between year 3 and 2. We can also use the button compare and filter, and I'll show you how to use it. But let's take a look at earnings. In healthcare, if you decide not to go to college, you'll be earning about $18,000 a year, and in IT and telecommunications, $27,000. Let's click on healthcare and see. We can take a look at detailed descriptions of this career, and we'll get the explanation, but also paths from related areas of study. So you'll see different paths that lead to different careers, in this case, healthcare. But what about we wanted to see custom selected again, and let's get back to healthcare and see what happens 6 years after we graduate. Then our earnings go to $23,000, and 9 years we'll have $27,000. So what about if we compare with a certificate? How our earnings will grow in healthcare if we decide to pursue a certificate from $18,000 to $22,000? What about instead of certificate, we decide to go to a 2-year degree? Then the earnings jump from $18,000 to $37,000. That looks very promising. So how about we take a look at the 2-year degree in healthcare? Let's start now. And now, do you want to continue your education after high school? Now we know yes. And we want to see how does it look if we decide to do associate degree. We still don't know what to study, but we know we want to pursue career in healthcare. And now, let's take a look at healthcare and paths that lead to healthcare. Now, what kind of areas of study will take us there? You see liberal arts and science, biological physical science, registered nursing, and nursing administration. How about we click on this and see which colleges offer certificates and associate degrees in this area of study? I'll type in a zip code somewhere in downtown Chicago. And now we're going to move to a different tool. That's our sister site at Illinois College to Career, which is a tool displaying Illinois workforce outcomes for graduates from Illinois higher education institutions. And that way we'll also see which colleges offer 2-year degrees in health professions and related. As you can see, since I chose Chicago, the tool displays in-district colleges. We have Richard Daley College, Olive Harvey, Wright College, Harold Washington, Harry Truman. Take a look at these earnings. $56,000. Malcolm X, Kennedy King. The other colleges are not listed as in district, but it's something we can definitely think of. But let's take a look if we again compare, or let's switch from 2-year degree to 4-year degree. And let's get back to our healthcare. And now in 4-year degree, we have $45,000. But also let's see which paths lead to healthcare. Now we have registered nursing, psychology, biology, sports kinesiology, social work, and others. So many paths. But let's take a look at registered nursing and again see which colleges offer that path. So for college type 4-year and health professions related, we'll see a list of Illinois colleges that offer healthcare. Governor State, University of Illinois at Chicago, $62,000 of earnings. And we can scroll down the list and select the university that is mostly of our interest. So this was healthcare. But we also wanted to take a look at the other area of study, which is IT. Let's get back to IT. And start with certificate programs. And see which paths lead to IT. Again, nursing, atmospheric science, allied health, information science and studies, computer system networking, computer. So let's take a look maybe at information science studies. And we can also think of what related occupations are to information science and studies. You'll have a list of computer information research scientists, database architects, software developers, web and digital interface designers, computer science teachers, computer occupations, and so on. But I would like to take a look at two-year associate degrees. We need to again select our IT. Now we have $40,000 of earnings 3 years after completion. And which paths are going to lead us there? Now, for 2 years, a lot of liberal arts, biological, physical science, computer system networking. So what about those liberal arts? The occupations are not necessarily all that related to IT and telecommunications, probably because a lot of the students who choose liberal arts and science are really not sure what they're gonna do for their career. But if we look at career systems networking, there's a lot more occupations and jobs that are specifically related to careers in IT, like computer and information research scientists, computer network support specialists, and database architects. So which Illinois colleges offer those certificates and associate degrees? I will again choose Chicago schools because I know the zip code. And City of Chicago colleges, we have Richard Daley College, Wilbur Wright. Not all of these have available data, maybe because they don't offer these programs. But we have Rock Valley College. It's not in district, but College of Lake County, $45,000. This one is $50,000 a year of earnings. Let's get back and see how that compares to a four-year school. Now, earnings after four-year degree is $53,000. And let's see at the path that leads to IT. Now, the major paths are computer science, communications and media studies, marketing, business, psychology, and finance. All right, let's take a look at computer science. These are the occupations related to computer science studies. We have software developers, computer programmers, managers. And what about the colleges that offer four-year degree in computer information science? University of Chicago, after finishing degree in computer science in University of Chicago, student can earn over $100,000 a year. In University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, $96,000. Northwestern, $95,000. Springfield, $72,000. Very promising career. So this was our focus on health science and technology. But now I would like to shift to manufacturing and engineering. We're going to begin from start. We have to click on the left-hand corner of Illinois High School to Career icon and begin with Start Now. Do you want to continue your education after high school? If we are considering manufacturing and engineering, we can go either way. Let's start with no and see where it takes us. Do you have an idea what you want to do for work? Yes, I would like to take a look at manufacturing and engineering. And since some of the engineering is actually in construction, I'll select construction. So let's take a look at those two, manufacturing and construction. Earnings in Illinois, $28,000. What about 6 years later? We can see that the earnings went up to $33,000. And 9 years later, $38,000 and 37. We can also compare and filter and see if anything helps us get to higher earnings. If I click on career and technical education courses that I could take in high school, now we have 28,000 and 29,000, which was not much different from beginning, 27, 28, but it is $1,000 more. We can take a look at also AP courses, whether it would be helpful or not, and some other programs. But what happens if we compare it to a certificate? Now we can see that the earnings go from manufacturing $27,000 to $35,000. And in construction from $28,000 to $38,000. So it's a nice bump, definitely worth considering. What if we select 2-year degree? This is going to be helpful. Pretty similar for manufacturing and construction. And 4-year degree, even more, we get a bump up to $50,000. So let's take a look at certificates, 2-year degree, and 4-year degree. I'm not sure what to study, but yes, I do want to take a look at manufacturing and construction. So now we have certificate programs. Let's take a look at manufacturing and see the paths that lead to manufacturing. We have precision metalworking, practical nursing, interesting, vehicle maintenance, and other smaller ones. So let's see precision metalworking and what occupations are here. We have cutting, punching, press machine setters, operators, tenders, metal, plastic, tool grinders, drilling, model makers, metal and plastic, computer-controlled tool programmers. So there's a long list of occupations that are relevant to this career. What about if we select 2-year degree in manufacturing? Now we have $37,000. The paths, again, liberal arts and science shows up, and some other, we have engineering that shows up also. What about if we take a look at engineering and related occupations? We have engineer, architects, engineering teachers, and C, colleges. I guess not a lot of schools offer engineering 2-year degrees. Elgin Community College does, with $46,000 of earnings in 2-year degrees. What about if we take a look at manufacturing 4-year degree? And earnings in Illinois are $54,000. So what type of paths lead to manufacturing? We have mechanical engineering, biology, business admin, accounting, marketing, chemistry. So let's see at mechanical engineering. What type of occupations we'll find here? Architectural engineering managers, cost estimators, mechanical engineers, engineering teachers, and aerospace engineers. What about which school offers this program? We have Northwestern with offering engineering 4-year degree where graduates end up earning $95,000. We have another big school, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, $74,000, and UIC, $67,000. And let's get back to another career that we were interested in, which is construction. I want to start with certificate programs. And which paths lead me to certificate programs in construction? Now this looks like a lot more related to construction. Precision metal working, electrical and power transmission installers, HVAC. How about we take a look at HVAC? What occupations? Basically HVAC. Which colleges offer this program? We have Wright College in Chicago, where graduates earn $44,000 after just a certificate. King Kennedy College, Harry Truman, Land Lake College, Rand Lake College. So we have a lot of choices. But let's take a look at what happens if we go for a 2-year degree. Reset again at custom, construction, and see which paths lead us there. Again, liberal arts and science pops up, biological and physical science, our HVAC. We also have vehicle maintenance and repair technologies, and electronic maintenance repair. How about we take a look at this? What type of occupations here? There's a lot. We have security, fire alarm system installers, electric motor power tool related repairs, home appliance repairers. So these are 2-year degrees, and which Illinois colleges offer? Again, we have a long list of colleges. Lots of colleges offer 2-year degree in electrical. Moraine Valley Community Colleges with earnings of $56,000. Elgin, $48,000. Danville. We can go down in other parts of the state and see a long list of schools. And 4-year degree bachelor If you're interested in construction but want to go to a four-year school, which paths lead us there? We have engineering, construction management, marketing, communication media, architecture. What about civil engineering? These are the occupations related to civil engineering. We have engineers of all sorts. And which Illinois schools offer engineering? Four-year degrees. Northwestern, Olivet Nazareth. We have University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Not a lot of schools, but those that do have graduates earning close to $100,000 for after 3 years after graduating. So this was our focus on manufacturing and engineering. Next, we're going to explore finance and business services. Let's start again at the beginning. Do you want to continue your education after high school? I will start again with saying no, but I know that the two areas that interest me now is finance. Let's find if we have finance, yes, and business services. Click next and see those two areas. Finance, insurance, real estate. Earnings in Illinois with no college will be about $21,000. Job stability is pretty good and earnings growth about 11%. For business services, it's a little bit less, $19,000. Job stability is also lower and earnings growth is lower. If we switch to 6 years after high school, the earnings grow. Also, job stability improves for both. And 9 years, there's an improvement, but overall the improvement is not that large. So what about if we compare to certificates? So we have no college and certificate. Now you can see the improvement in earnings goes from $21,000 in finance to $26,000, and in business services $19,000 to $23,000. We can also take a look at the difference between a 2-year, where the improvement is even larger by $10,000, and a 4-year degree. It goes even higher. So let's try to explore these options. If we do decide to go to school and get a certificate program, I don't know what I want to study, but yes, let's start with business services and finance. And begin exploring business services. So what are the paths that lead to business services? If I want to get a certificate in business services, a lot of them is practical nursing. We have health, precision metalworking, vehicle maintenance, so not a lot strictly related to business services. But we do have information science and studies, and criminal justice and corrections. I would guess that this is going to be some paralegal, but let's take at occupations. Actually, We have child, family, and school social workers. We have investigators, police officers, managers, financial examiners. What about information science? We have computer information related scientists, database architects, software developers. That definitely seems like very related to business services. What if we select a 2-year degree and get back to our business services? Now the earnings are $30,000. And what leads us to business services? Again, pretty small range, but we have business administration. And that includes a large number of occupations that are specifically business related. So what if we see which colleges offer which colleges offer business? We have CCC colleges, Harold Washington, Wright College, Harry Truman, other colleges that are a little further away from Chicago. A lot of the colleges offer business, and it's all in a range of, actually McHenry College, graduates earn $48,000. And Elgin, you can explore these, but also we can compare with 4-year degree. Since we want to do business services, let's see what paths can take us there. Communications and media, psychology, business administration, marketing, accounting. What about marketing? What occupations hide in here? We have survey researchers, fundraisers, market research analysts, advertising, sales managers. What about accounting? Financial investment analysts, appraisers, payroll clerks, financial managers. We have accountants and auditors. So, which colleges offer accounting? Lincoln College, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. And the earnings look pretty good too, $60,000, $70,000. A little bit less in Quincy and Northeastern, but University of Illinois at Chicago, $52,000. What if we get back to finance, insurance, and real estate? But start with certificate. Again, we have large number of nursing that goes into finance. Information science, accounting, again, and related services. Since we did explore that, I'll go and find finance, but let's see 2-year degrees. Liberal arts, biological, criminal, business operations, accounting, business administration. If we click at related occupations to business operations, we'll have a lot of cargo freight agents. We have file clerks, human resources, customer service representatives. What about here? We have teachers. And accounting. We've already seen this list. Let's see 4-year degree in finance. Now the earnings are close to $50,000. And paths related to finance. Now we have finance and financial management services, and we have business administration, accounting, economics, psychology. This seems more relevant. Let's see occupations in finance. We have financial specialists, appraisers, insurance underwriters, chief executives, financial risk specialist. And what about which colleges lead us there? We have University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, $70,000 in earnings. We have Wheaton College, Quincy, Northeastern, University of Illinois at Chicago. There's a lot of schools that offer finance. And the earnings look pretty good. This was our focus on finance and business services. Next, I would like to take a look at agriculture, food, and natural resources. We begin as no, but I do know that I want to work in agriculture, food, and natural resources. We have agriculture, and which other will be? Natural resources will probably hide in energy. What if I type in natural resources? We'll have public nonprofit services. We'll also have some manufacturing, but since we've taken a look at this before, we'll stick with energy and agriculture. Okay, agriculture and technology is about $19,000, 3 years after high school, and energy is $35,000. If we increase to 6, energy has a big bump into $54,000 and agriculture to $23,000. In 9 years, energy has a huge bump. Agriculture, $27,000. We can also take a look at, we'll take a look at colleges in a minute. But comparing to certificates, you can see that agriculture bumps from $20,000 to $25,000 and energy from $35,000 to $72,000. If we compare with 2-year degree, there's not much difference with energy and agriculture, so certificate and 2-year degree are pretty similar. What about 4-year? Energy gets a bump to $73,000 and agriculture to $30,000. So let's see these options if we select yes for education. Start with certificate program. I'm not sure what I want to study, but I know that I am interested in agriculture and energy. Now we can see certificate programs. Energy has a huge bump. I'm so interested. Which certificates lead me there? Electrical and power transmission installers. Plumbing. Is this such a high earnings? Yes. Earn average of $100,000 working in energy. This is a little bit less people, so we're not going to see it as much. I want to explore electrical and power transmission installers. Occupations. We see a long list of occupations. And which colleges offer that? Richard Daley College, King Kennedy College, Richland Community College. So not too many, but those that do, Triton College, lead to very high earnings. Definitely worth exploring. Since 2-year was pretty similar, we can skip that and see what happens if we select 4-year degree in energy. And we'll see agriculture in a minute. Now we have mechanical engineering, which we've seen before, electrical engineering, civil engineering. Occupations, and here we'll have again a long list of engineering occupations. And we've already seen engineering colleges. But again, let's take a look here at earnings. Those who went to 4-year schools and studied electrical and electronic communication engineering are earning about $100,000 in energy. Mechanical engineers, $131,000 in energy. Civil engineering, a little bit less, or not a little bit less, but less in business administration. But nuclear energy. Which colleges offer nuclear energy? Northwestern, U of I, UIC. There's a number of schools that offer that. Getting back to agriculture, and selecting 2-year program, we'll see that biological, physical sciences can take us there, health. Here, agriculture, business related occupations are economics teachers, farmers, computer users. To highlight, we'll have $38,000 working in agribusiness, agricultural technology. What about 4-year? Biology, agriculture, animal science, and plant science. Let's see agriculture. Which schools offer that? We have UIC with $52,000. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is U of I. Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. Illinois State. This was our focus on agriculture, food, and natural resources. The last one is arts and communications and education. We begin with start now. No. I do know. I am interested in arts and communication. Let's find where we can get arts. And we did have education as a part of human and public services. So we have public services, education and training, and I'm sure it's going to hide in entertainment, arts. Let's click next and see that the earnings are pretty low in 3 years after school. What about if we bump to 6? It improves a lot. Look at the earnings growth in education and training. It's 5% for 6 years. 9 years, it keeps getting better. But what if we decide to select certificate? Now you'll see that public nonprofit services will go from $14,000 to $23,000. In education and training, the increase is very large too, and entertainment also about $10,000. What if we do 2-year degree? The improvement is even better. And for a 4-year degree, not as much in entertainment, but definitely in education and training and nonprofit services. If we do education, two-year degree, and let's say we want to study education, and now we have education 2-year degree program that can lead us to $25,000. But what are the related occupations? We have education teachers, post-secondary, teaching assistants, and here teaching assistants. Which colleges offer education degrees? Not a lot in 2-year degree. We have Elgin Community College, Parkland. It's probably education is a 4-year degree. How about we switch to 4-year degree? Now we have $35,000. But let's see related occupations. Pretty similar, but now probably a lot more schools offer 4-year degrees with better earnings. Northeastern, $44,000. University of Illinois at Chicago, also $44,000. Southern Illinois, these are schools that have very well-known education programs. University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, $43,000. So there's a long list of schools that offer education programs. How about we start again with entertainment? But as far as I remember, there was not much difference in entertainment between certificate and 2-year degree. So let's just take a look at certificate. I don't know what to study, but I know I want entertainment. So we have $20,000. And what leads me to entertainment? Nursing, atmospheric science, so pretty much similar programs, but now we have culinary arts. So culinary arts, we have teachers, cooks, chefs, food service managers, bakers. And which colleges offer those programs is Malcolm X, Harry Truman. And other Illinois colleges, Moraine Community College has $34,000. Lake County, $25,000. Harper. Was there anything interesting in a 4-year program? Sports and kinesiology and physical therapy or fitness. This is probably a lot of instructions in sports. We have communications and media studies, drama and theater, psychology, journalism, marketing. Which occupations? Yes, we have athletes, sport competitors, athlete trainers, exercise physiologists, coaches and scouts. What about in communication and media? We have fundraising managers, public relations specialists, editors, writers. In drama, we have these actors that typically don't show up as high earners until they make it to Hollywood, right? Fashion designers, costume attendants, producers and directors, musicians and singers. Lots of very interested. And which colleges offer arts and drama? We have UIC, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and all sorts of other schools. The earnings might not seem large, but it's typically University of Chicago has higher. It's a type of occupation that starts low but then can lead to really high earnings. And what about communications and media? Here the list is also pretty long. A lot of colleges offer that program. And to conclude, this was our Arts and Communications and Education section. I hope you enjoy this Introduction to Illinois High School to Career tool, along with the sister website, Illinois College to Career, which hopefully will help you choose which career or education to select to pursue your dreams and the best job that can suit you. Thank you.